Let's see. All right, we're live. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to our second podcast, our Q&A session. I'm Lester Bullock. I'm the executive producer at Channel Fluxx, and this is Lauren Clark. Hi, Lauren. She's one of our producers. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh man, an ad popped up in the background. We are, hopefully we're live. If we're live, we got your questions coming to us live. Be sure to ask your questions on @ChannelFluxx, on Twitter, on Facebook. We have moderators constantly checking in there to give us your questions, and we're here to do our best to answer your questions. Just a recap, we are looking for open pitches for web series. This web series could be anything, any genre, anything you want it to be. I mean, Lauren, what would you do if you had a pitching to us?
If I was pitching to you, I would like to do something along the lines of what Hannah Hart does with My Drunk Kitchen. Something that would be fun and creative, maybe not necessarily, getting drunk all the time, but something that was at that time original and new, that grasped everyone and has grown into such a huge phenomenon for her. I would try to pitch something like that to the channel.
Nice. Yeah, Hannah Hart is definitely came out of nowhere. She started her drunk kitchen, making just the craziest of things. I remember you and I watching it, sitting down and watching it. And that's the type of thing that we want to do here. Something that entices the people to come and be engaged and want to do something. And she was very, I guess.
She started that as like a fun joke, and look what it turned into.
Right. And she was very punny, I guess you could say.
Yes,
all her puns. All right. Wow. We already got our first question at Countess Jack. Hi guys, will there be some sort of percentage for submissions? Now, Lauren, I know you wouldn't know this, but we are working on doing a percentage after we recoup our initial funding with advertising and everything. We are giving you guys the first $2,500 to build your website or build your web series, and we're going to actually be promoting it. So after we get our money back and a little extra for doing all the marketing for it, you will receive a percentage. That percentage will be discussed at a later date, but yes, there is a percentage that you will be earning. Yay, money.
Yay, money. Makes the world go round.
You want to read the next one?
I'm not sure how to say the name, so I'm just going to say the last name, Georges Vaughn. Can it be a web series project you already did? Yes, it can. That's the reason why we started Channel Fluxx, is to give the funding to people who have had an idea and maybe didn't necessarily get it farther than a couple episodes, or there's not enough exposure to become a consistent web series.
Right. I just was on the phone with somebody who's really interested in pitching earlier this week. They have a show that they put on YouTube just recently, and it's not performing well, not due to the lack of their show not being good or their show, it just is fit, like starting out, I guess. They're getting low views, but they think that, if they came to us, we have the power to do the advertising behind it and boost it up to where it actually needs to be and gather the audiences for that project. So we are looking for any type of pitch. If it's been around before, as long as it's original, we'll make a deal with you. We'll try to figure it out. Don't forget, we're accepting questions at Channel Fluxx on Twitter. Also on our Facebook page, you could just leave a comment. And right here on YouTube, you can ask a question, and we'll give you guys, we'll answer your question. Adam James, how can you submit? Good question. On our website page, which Lauren helped make with Trevor and our other producer, Angie, they did a wonderful job on the website. You can go to channelfluxx.com/submit. There is a submit section there, or you can submit at channelfluxx.com. I already said the website. Sorry, I meant the email address. channelflux@gmail.com. What we'd like you to submit is a one-page outline of like what your show is, as well as a video that explains the show. The video can be anything from pitch material, storyboards, animatics, anything you can think of that would get the point across to us as to what your story is. Now, and the more creative you are with that pitch, the more that we'll be able to see what you have, and maybe we'll take that chance with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Eric
Stallmaker. I apologize for botching your name. All right, so hey guys, Eric here. Thanks for the opportunity to produce our ideas. Can you please provide a more clear description of what you're looking for in the video submission? Again, as Lester outlined, you can do anything from a one-page description, writing down what it is you plan to, that you would want to produce with the web series, and a video, whichever would be easier for you to more coherently portray what it is that you want. I don't know if I answered that correctly, but...
No, absolutely. The video submission could just be 1 to 2 minutes of you sitting in front of a camera telling us what your show is. Just like we are with you. Or as complex as you have a 1-minute trailer for your idea and you just want that idea to get picked up and get your funding. We're here to help you out with that. So it could be as simple or as complex, but ultimately it's about getting your point across of what it is you want to do in the web series. Joanne loves Joni.
Joni loves broski.
Broski. Kind of a play on Joni loves Chachi. I guess, I don't know. What type of experience do you and your producers have that will help the chosen teams? Well, like we said before in our previous Q&A, I've had 10 years of experience in the TV industry. I've worked on shows from A&E to Bravo, MTV, you name it, I've probably done it. I've produced shows, I've production managed. All our other producers have been doing their projects, which working behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. We are very much in the realm of marketing, making production videos. We've done it all. With our experience of our 5 to 6 producers, there's nothing I don't think we don't know.
Yeah, we've also tried to do things with like 48-hour film festivals locally here. We've done little indie movies as well. Things in the same nature that didn't get funded to become a bigger scale. I think we might, okay, good, a little lagging. We've had internships at HSN. We've done a lot. You've
worked at HSN?
I've worked at HSN
in the production and Auction House Network. We've all worked in different parts, different places, but we definitely think that we want to give back to the web series and the YouTube community. I think we can create something great together. Yeah, wow. So remember, submit your questions on Twitter. Checking Twitter right now, just making sure. At Twitter is our thing called
at Channel Fluxx.
Thank you. I was getting tongue-tied there a little bit. At Settlers Landing. Hi, Lester and Lauren. How much time do you have left to get in pitch, and what do I need to include? We have just over 2 weeks, I believe. October 8th is our cutoff date. We are sitting at probably 10 days. What you need to do to submit is go to our website, www.channelflux, that's with 2 X's.com/submit. What are you laughing about?
The other people we work with telling us to get naked.
Oh man! So what you have to do is go to the page, and there's a form to fill out with a link for a video. The video submission part is 1 to 2 minutes, telling us what you need or what you plan to do with your show.
I don't see any other questions on the other social media platforms. So Squirrel curler. Is this a contest? It is not a contest, and we have been trying our very best to portray that this is not a contest. We want to see the variety of what people are going to submit pitch-wise, and then from what we like as a whole, as a group, from there we're going to decide which one we think the viewing audience would want to watch in a YouTube series. Again, it's not a contest. We're trying our best not to make it seem like a contest, but we don't know how to make it.
It's definitely not a contest. A contest means you win something. Here, you win a chance to. You don't win a chance. You get
you win a chance.
You would get an opportunity to get your product made, your show made.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Okay, at AJ Docs, would you accept the documentary web series?
Yes. The web series, like we said, it could be any genre, scripted, unscripted, documentary style, cartoons, you name it, we'll probably do it. We will, however, have some limitations with YouTube as to what we can put onto our channel that is advertiser friendly. Ultimately, we need to make the advertisers friendly, so if you want to do a show that's a bunch of nudity or a bunch of guns and killing.
Yeah, anything that's going to get flagged and removed and isn't friendly to anyone, we probably will not. But we encourage you to submit your idea regardless, because the content might actually compel us to be much more interested in your series.
Yeah, and you know, maybe we can make it a little more advertiser friendly if we think it's a little bit. But we'll work with you and we'll give you our ideas to, you know, ultimately make it the best it can be. Jillian, are you looking for content outside pitch season, like pre-made shows? We are dabbling in sort of licensing deals. We aren't just open to the pitch season. If you want to do a licensing deal with us, send us your show, and we will host it and rebrand it for our show or our channel or network. But if you are looking for that, you need to contact us at channelfluxx@gmail.com, and we can discuss that at a later date. So don't forget, you can ask us questions on our Twitter at Channel Fluxx, on our Facebook page, Channel Fluxx. Just type Channel Fluxx anywhere, and you could probably ask a question in one of those things. Our moderators, Trevor and Angie, are also our producers. They're also looking for your questions and posting it for us to ask. Listine. What are you looking for in a pitch? What we're looking for in a pitch is, you know, originality, something that you believe in, something that you think is original. Like we were saying, Hannah Hart, she did a show about getting drunk and making eggs, you know,
and cooking. So we do watch a lot of weird YouTube series that already exist to begin with. So yeah, you're not going to get that glare to go away on my glasses to save your life. But we're looking for anything that you are passionate about, that you believe in, that you think would be awesome, that would convey well for someone to want to subscribe and watch on the channel. So any idea you have for a pitch, please send it to us. I mean, we will review every pitch that we receive by October 8th.
After October 8th.
After October. Yeah. Well, that's the deadline. Trying to reinforce it.
Yep, October 8th.
October 8th.
What we really believe here at Channel Fluxx is we don't know what is going to be the best for our channel. We don't know what's going to be popular with everybody. That is why we are having a pitch season, and then once we go from pitch season, we're going to go to pilot season. See how well your ideas hold up in the community when we are when we have it to the world to kind of give us the feedback on what you created. And based on, a little bit on what the feedback is on YouTube, that might be a little bit of our deciding factor of who gets to go to a full series.
That's a very good question from Hillsdale 8.
No, that was Listine who asked for the pitch.
Not that, Hillsdale 8. How much time do we have to make a pilot? That's a very good question.
Once we announce who is going to go to pilot, you will have 1 month to create a 3 to 4 minute airable pilot that will be on our channel. So it's 1 month with we get to review and add our branding, and then we air it for the world to see, which is about another month of airing. And then after that month, we will see about when is it? Probably after the holidays, December, we'll pick 2 to go to a full series, or 2 or 3. We haven't decided yet. We'll see what comes through. Hopefully we get to see all the great submissions. We've already got a lot of great submissions.
We've got an eclectic amount of submissions. They're all over the broad spectrum. So don't be afraid to submit your idea, even if you may not you might feel self-conscious about it or not believe in it. Pitch anyway, because you never know what's going to happen. It's better than sitting and not doing anything and wish you did it. This is a great opportunity for anyone that really wants to try to start to do a web series to, get on their feet and start. Again, you can submit all your pitches to channelflux.com/submit or to our email address at channelflux@gmail.com. Next question.
Real quick, I'm going to talk about that.
Okay.
The one thing is, we're waiting until after October 8th to see all the submissions. We haven't seen anything yet. We've been getting a lot of them. We've been getting them to our emails, and it's so tempting for us to look at it because we all have access to our email account to really see what's coming in. But to give everybody a fair shot, we're not looking at anything until.
You make it seem like I looked, but I honestly didn't look. Now I look.
I'm going to change the password so you can't look now.
I'm not the one that's in the email all the time, Andy.
All right. Next one.
All right. So Eric Stahlmacher again. I'm sorry, I'm botching your name again. Do you want an actual script with a submission?
It's up to you. If you want to send us a script, we've had somebody who has sent us a script. We haven't read it yet, but if you want to send a script, like I said, it's going to better your chances if we know ultimately what you want to do with the series. If we know from point A to point Z what your intentions are, the better knowledge we have of what you want to do with the series and with the money. But the minimum requirements is just having you submit like a 1-page outline as well as a video, just explaining what's going on. Our friends over at Good Enough Films has a question. Is it possible for the budget to grow as the show grows? Absolutely. Our intention is to receive as the show grows into 1 or 2 seasons or more, your budget will rise. It's depending on how well you do. Just like in television with TV networks, when their shows do great and they do better and move on and do 2nd and 3rd seasons, they get a bigger budget. So we're going to follow that same thing. We want to see how well you could do, but it's based on how well your first season does.
We're not laughing at that. We're laughing at some of the questions that we're getting.
All
right. Again, so let's reset. Again, please submit all your pitch ideas to channelflux.com/pitch. Pitch, whatever.
No, you're
submit or
submit.
Submit.
Sorry.
To submit your pitch. We also have Twitter at channelflux at channelflux 2 X's. You should know by now, hopefully. And then we have channelflux@gmail.com and the Facebook page. And where's the guy from the video on your main page? He's so dreamy. He is dreamy.
Oh,
I wish he
Josh.
could be here with that red arrow pointing at his elbow.
Yeah, the circle around the elbow, it's a marketing scheme, I'm telling you. He's currently supposed to be working right now. So
Apparently
he's supposed to be working all night. I don't know what's going on with him. Okay. We got another question from Eric. Can the pilot be longer, such as 10 to 12 minutes? That's a great question. We haven't really thought about that. I guess it's on a per basis. We'd have to wonder why that would be longer than all the other contestants, or not contestants, other submissions. We want to make it fair for everybody. We want to have 3 or 4 minutes for everybody so that we can have a standard baseline to see how everybody does at that 3 or 4 minute mark for a pilot. We haven't decided if if it's something you already made like a pilot and you want to air that, I guess we'll have to take that into discussion and figure out if we would allow that or if we want you to cut it down to a 3 or 4 minute pilot.
And I think that also would tie into the next question of how big a part of viewership will be in your decision-making process. So once the pilot is made, that's where the viewership is going to come in to determine which one we go with for the web series?
Well, it's not ultimately that. Okay. Ultimately, what the viewership is going to come into a big part with the pilots. We're going to look at how many views you got, how many likes you got, how many subscribers you did, and then overall, do we believe in your show? You know, are you hitting our deadlines that we ask? We are running this as a full-on network, so we will, you know, take everything into consideration with going to series. Back again with Good Enough Films. How big of a part? Oh wait, you just said that one. That's what I just tried
to tie that in.
Sorry,
with the pilot.
The other one. Oh wait, you already
read that one.
Gaming, Trevor. How many ways can you two think of find a needle in a haystack? What?
How many ways can you two think of to find a needle in a haystack?
Hair dryer, magnet,
swimming, haystack angels.
I don't know. Get a bunch of cows to eat it and then X-ray the cows later.
That game always annoyed me at the fair, so I wouldn't be going in that haystack. Okay, let's see.
Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on our YouTube. Please subscribe. What's next? Dilly Jane. What factors will you use to choose the full series? So we just kind of mentioned that. We are looking at everything. When we put your show on our network for the pilot, we're going to look at viewership. We're looking at viewership, subscriptions, views, thumbs up, sharing, pretty much anything and everything we can use. YouTube has a lot of tools for us creators and us as a channel to look at and to see how well your show is performing.
And originally, we were only going to hold this within the United States, but we have been getting interest from people in South Africa. So we are definitely expanding on to the international level to take your pitches and hopefully make the web series. Just wanted to address that because before we said it was only going to be for the U.S.
Yes, I mean, we got a couple pictures from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's amazing. I never thought we would reach that far so fast. Can you talk a little bit more about Channel Fluxx, how Channel Fluxx will grow, and Fluxx with every season? What's the end game? Yes, our good friends at Channel Good Enough Films, who are doing a documentary about
a whole
beer,
brew world.
A whole brew world.
Very exciting.
Excuse me. So what our philosophy here at Channel Fluxx is if we can grow the channel with the help of all of you creators out there, say if everybody gets us, you know, a bigger viewership, when we can get more viewership, that means more money from our advertisers, more content. We can pay more for more shows, get more shows on to the show, which means more money that we can put back to you guys. Every season, we plan to do this twice a year, 2 pitch seasons a year, biannual. And we don't know what we're going to have on our channel from the next one season to the next.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we might have a documentary this year to a sci-fi next year to a horror to somebody who I cannot even foresee what they're going to pitch to us yet. It might be so new and so creative that we've never seen it before.
Someone who painstakingly wants to make a stop motion web series. We have no idea what will entail each new season with the new series that we choose to go with. And if it does good enough, we will continue on with the web series with the end of that, hopefully to be picked up by a major network.
Could be, you know, we hope that's a dream. That'd be a dream that we can pitch your stuff to a network and get that picked up. I've certainly would hope that would be a great option. Or, you know, we can even go to YouTube Red. That's something new that's YouTube's doing, which is paid subscription. They are knocking it out with a lot of wonderful paid, high-budget YouTube stuff. Let's see. Next question. Where am I at? Can't read that one. Misty Blue 2. Yeah.
Just like click on the screen. I apologize. All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my question. You're welcome. What kind of programming are you looking for? Again, we're looking for anything that would be considered original content, any great idea that you're passionate about, whether it's animation, documentary, sci-fi, anything that you like, just
history,
as long as it's original.
Science.
Yep, and you're not trying to rip any other YouTubers off. We don't want to step on any toes.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of great YouTubers out there. Last time Trevor and I talked about our love for all the science guys who do all the educational stuff. Anything that gives information.
I don't remember that, but you showed me that lady who builds the robots to try to improve her life.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Simon Getz, she's with Test It now, and she made the useless robots. And
her useless robots are highly entertaining.
Like the one about putting on makeup and such. But all right, let's see. Next thing.
James Alton. All right, I think you can answer James's question.
James Alton. What made you want to do this? We tried for years and years to get funding for all our projects. And so we've tried the Indiegogo, we've tried all the social media, we've tried everything, and they just don't work anymore. When they first came out, I think they worked, but ultimately it's who you know. And we want to be those people who you know, where we want to help you get that funding for your show. I know we can't help everybody, but I think we can help some people. Some people who are passionate about doing this. Some people who want to do this for a living. We want to help you guys do this. It's all about bringing together a network of people who want to create great content. Next. Comic-Con panel? Oh, that's our good enough films. Yeah, hopefully one day we could go to Comic-Con and do a panel on this, but for now we're focusing on you guys. All right, our good friend Gaming Trevor again. How would you weigh an elephant without a scale? I don't know. How would you do that?
I don't want to weigh an elephant. I just want to pet it and love on it.
What about ride it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could cut off a piece of an elephant.
No, because then you're getting into it.
And then killing the elephant.
No, elephants are wonderful animals. An elephant never forgets as well. Anyway, all right, good enough films. Can you give us a pitch right now?
A pitch right now?
Okay, I have something that's going to blow your mind. Cats versus ISIS! The musical.
Oh, man. I mean, there's a couple of shows, beyond joking with that, I have a couple ideas that I would want to get off the ground. There's a show with one of our producers who, Trevor, he was on our last Q&A. I'd love him to start doing his trailercade again, where he talks about indie trailer games for just any and all games that are coming out. I think it was a really good idea. He would show you video games that you'd never heard of, and you know, PC, console, whatever it was, is just great. And he also does the AAA titles, but you know, it's.
There have been many times where hanging out with Lester, where he'll be like, I have an idea for a new show, where it was maybe reviewing movie trailers, or he wanted to do stuff where we reviewed music, anything in that nature. He's had ideas for, what was, I can't recall because these were like years ago.
I wanted you to do drunk movie reviews.
Yes, he wanted me to do drunk movie reviews. But at the same time, too, growing up, we also had a public access show where we did jackass type stuff, you know, and it broadcasted in the middle of the night on public access.
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
There's a video of you kicking another girl.
I actually had one of my old managers tell me that he saw that, and I was like, what'd you think of the show? He was like, it was stupid. But it just shows you that we have dabbled in it. We would do something like that again. If you guys want to submit people getting kicked in the nuts, go for it. I mean,
Jack does, they got kind of old, so they're not doing their Jack or anymore.
I wonder how their bodies feel at this point.
Man. Well, Steve-O just broke both his legs doing a stupid stunt.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
We have Ellen. What are some of your favorite web series?
Or shows.
I think this is the last question, Ellen. What are my web series? Oh man, I got so many. I have, there's Tom Scott, he does stuff that you should know. He does a science channel and he travels the world, points stuff out, very educational. There is Tom Scott. There's Smarter Every Day, which guy goes out and tells you about like rocket science, how helicopters work. There's channels where Threadbanger, where there's a girl named Connie, and she does Connie versus Pin, where she takes Pinterest and she tries to recreate them. And
I have to watch that. That one sounds awesome.
She kind of fails miserably. They've been on a kick the last couple weeks where it was they've been doing everything black. So they did like a black grilled cheese and black cupcakes, like just pure black, and you're like, that's not supposed to look like that.
As mentioned before, I like Hannah Hart. We definitely like Mr. Plinkett. He is hilarious. What else? Random stuff that you get me on.
Oh man!
And we could sit here all day and talk about like normal TV shows as well.
I definitely have a fondness for YouTube creation, and I think all our producers here are doing the same. We like watching YouTube. You can turn it on for 3 or 4 minutes and watch.
Stuck in the vortex.
And look up, and it's an hour later. Watching 3 or 4 minute.
3 hours later, and you're learning about physics. All right, so let's see.
So, do our shout out real quick for our website and everything.
Okay, so again, just to reset, we are Channel Fluxx. You can always go to our website, channelfluxx.com, to submit your pitch/submit or pitch, whatever. I think it's submit.
Submit.
Okay, it's submit. You can find us on Twitter at Channel Fluxx with 2 X's. We also have Facebook, Channel Fluxx, and you can also email us at channelfluxx@gmail.com.
And Eric just put in a last question. Are you looking for all the episodes to be 3 to 4 minutes time frame? No, that's only for the pilot. When we're looking at about 8 to 10 minutes for the full series. When we go to series, there's going to be 6 episodes, not including your pilot, and they will all be about, I guess, 8 to 10 minutes. And yeah. So we will have different times. Mm-hmm. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates and find out if your project is going to be on or whose project's going to be on.
Right. Any last minute questions? Otherwise, we are totally going to wrap this so we can...
Channelfluxx.com. Don't forget to go there, visit. Go to channelfluxx.com/submit to submit. Mm-hmm. Facebook.com/channelfluxx. is our Facebook page.
Obviously, do the Twitter one.
Twitter is at Channel Fluxx on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Finally, after this whole Q&A, I got it correct. I've been saying it. And of course, a big shout out to 2 of our producers who have been helping us out with questions tonight, Angie and Trevor Anderson.
And also, if you've missed the live stream, please send us questions anytime. You can send it through Facebook. You can send it through our email, again, at channelfluxx@gmail.com. And we will respond to you and try to answer any questions you have, just in case, because it is a Saturday night. So you may not necessarily be watching this live.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.